if they can get to the stage where Anti-Mage is strong enough where he doesn't die into one single coil, I think they're in a pretty good spot here.
Well, we'll see if that indeed is going to be the case, if they can, you know, make all the good things happen, if he doesn't end up dying in the coil, and they can end it off 2-0. As it stands right now, again, standings across the board for these tiebreaker scenarios. Nigma won game number 1. OG obviously beat Talon. Tundra took down Nouns, and Beast Coast beat Liquid. So if we see all of the other teams win and it's all 1-1, that's a 4-way tie. Otherwise, it can't be a 4-way tie. So that's basically what we're looking for worst case scenario or best case scenario, depending on how you're looking at it. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
30 seconds to battle.
You will indeed. And I also very curious about the Beastmaster this game.
Okay.
Against the Anti-Mage. We saw in a other game where the Beastmaster decided to skip axes and go straight into the boar and into the aura, which looked pretty good, especially if you're playing versus an Anti-Mage, but it looks like Jabs isn't going to do that, as he's starting with a Basilius and a Mango, wants to spam out the axes, but if you get an early point and counterspell or you mana break the Beastmaster, he won't be able to do that axe play, and maybe part of the reason why they picked this Anti-Mage into Beast, because if you burn Beast mana, he doesn't have much going for him anymore. True.
Can be tough to make that play happen, though. It requires probably some, like, I guess a little bit rough positioning from Jabs to sort of get caught out by that, I would imagine. Although I guess he could just end up, you know, stepping a bit too far forward or what have you.
Well, that's the Vanguard in play, right? Like, he'll do it later.
Yeah.
If he has some regen, he can trade with you. But yeah, the first couple levels, I think, are very important for Talon if they want to win this top lane.
Okay.
There's a tri-lane up here.
They're ready for it. And already TP coming in from ET. ET loves to be a part of those tri lanes.
Try versus try? What?
And Taiga,
ET TP'd up there. Now Taiga's going to TP bot. You're stuck up there if you're Ollie. Q's going to have to go bot now. Or this is really awkward.
I mean, do they just aggro try the AM and it works?
I don't think this works.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
I really
he
don't
TP's
think
bot.
so.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting start. I don't know how I feel about it. 23 is getting punched, but Q is here to help.
Well, now you got 2 melees against Anti-Mage instead of a ranged.
Yeah, that is a little scary, isn't it? And Chu just doing his pass over the tango thing is bringing out more tangos also for Yuragi.
Talon? 23?
Oh, dropping. Down low, down bottom, and DM takes first blood. Yeah. Yep. Things looking good for OG.
You know how I mentioned Lifesteal is good against Tide?
Yeah.
Not at level 1 when you get gushed in the face and you only have passives available.
That's fair.
And we're going to get another gush here.
Oh my god. Q is gone.
Yeah, that's not good. You're going to get boots now on DM. Might bring out some clarities or mangoes to get his mana up so he can keep spamming here. Going into arcane boots. Wraithband is available. What a start for DM here on his Tidehunter.
I know. I mean, across the board, look at OG. They're winning all 3 of these lanes right now.
And part of this has to do with the fact that they were tri-laning top for like a wave there, and you just couldn't get CS and Savage just took harass after harass while they're figuring out how they wanted to do these lanes on top.
Kodo gets solo killed by BZM.
What?
Dude, they are absolutely destroying Talon in this series.
What? How do you just get solo killed again? In the mid lane. Alright, outplayed by BZM here. We don't see these solo kills in mid lane very much.
Particularly not for a puck. Right? Like, that's crazy. So Ollie does come back bottom. That TP top really, I feel like hurt Talon a lot.
You shall not.
It was an interesting response to the fact that OG was just starting as a tri-lane. An overreaction, I want to say. Or maybe it was completely intentional, and they wanted to just swap it up and put Inch in the safe lane, but it's not working out for them.
No, not really. And Yuragi, after being past a bunch of tangos from Chu, does have his Ring of Health coming out. 700 gold from finishing off that Vanguard. And, well, OG they're getting everything that they want out of this laning stage, and particularly mid. 23-3 versus 13-2 for Makoto. Has not been able to get what he wants out of this laning stage. Yuragi just keeps blinking forward, burning jabs his mana, and this is even before the Vanguard. He's going to have a completely free game.
Yeah, and I can tell that their laning stage thing was a mistake because Ollie, in the end, ended up back in the bottom lane here. And then they threw Q in the top, so they might be kicking themselves a little bit after this laning stage here.
Taiga wrapping around. Is he walking back top now? So because Tide has had such a good start, DM comfortable just pulling waves, Taiga is walking all the way to the top side. So that way, if they try and TP again, he is going to be set up to TP out and continue to mess with them.
Yeah, Tide Hunter, 4 minutes, mana boots, Wraith Band. He's chilling. He doesn't really need much help in this lane.
Well, they will see this on Talon. Taiga was underneath a ward when they headed over, trying to find and put some pressure here onto Q. And, well, Talon playing a little bit safe with Taiga nearby.
Anyway, this ends pretty much for OG. Unless, never mind, unless Chu dies.
Yeah, that's
just
not good.
kidding. I was going to say, anyway, this ends here for OG. They're winning because they're going to be getting to farm top lane. Well, in theory, Talon shouldn't be farming anything, but a bit of an overstep there from Chu. It creates one situation that probably shouldn't have happened. Them being 3 heroes top and then losing a hero 2 versus 3.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And Taiga is actually just going to walk back towards bottom, maybe try and secure a 6-minute rune. But yeah,
Gonna get the courier?
Okay.
Uh-oh. That had a chainmail on it, so Savage's phase boots have been killed.
Okay. And still cutting waves while this is all happening. Makoto lays down a ward for himself that is pinged, I think, pretty quickly. And again, up top, Yuragi left completely alone, has the Vanguard coming out to him.
6-minute rune.
Ooh. Oh, they almost got the snipe on the courier there with Q, but it wasn't going to happen. And now, Chu in trouble. Going to be found, going to be killed. Another death for the Rubik. The BZM, he's still going to be blessed with the illusion rune there.
Yeah. Makoto really wanted that last hit there, but unfortunately was unable to get it. But Inch with gold isn't necessarily bad either. Maybe not the most impactful right now, but maybe that can snowball to a situation where you've seen these Inches get super farmed and do a lot of damage.
Well, speaking of, he's keeping the sights right now on the Willow. Uses that stomp. Taiga needs to be careful. The Echo Stomp is there. Taiga, ooh, barely getting away from it.
These moves are pretty good for Talon, though, overall. Like, sure, Lifestealer isn't stopping Tide from farming, and in fact, okay, that was... Nobody saw that in bot lane, but I'll say what happened. DM pulled the wave into the Ogre camp.
Yeah.
Anchor smashed it, then the Ogres did the Ogre smash and took 3 CS away from him, I think.
Oh my god.
But jabs in the meanwhile, world of pain here.
Yeah. Oh, good sleep though. Keeps him alive for the moment. Yuragi going to be lifted, pulled back in. Q is in the area. We'll have some pretty good pure damage to throw back onto Taiga, who's going to die to it. And Yuragi, once the mana's gone, doesn't do that much damage to Ollie. But BZM makes the rotation, and well, that's going to be enough. Chu gonna die another time. A double kill for Q, but so too for BZM, who is now off to a wonderful start for the Zeus. Top net worth.
I always knew that this matchup was good for Zeus, but I feel like it shouldn't be this good. This is absurd.
Yeah.
How well he's doing in the mid lane compared to this Puck. I think it came down to probably a bit of misplay on Makoto and getting that solo kill. Doesn't get much easier from there, but he just jumps in and takes it.
Oh, the regen
Will he
rune.
be punished?
They're trying to. A lot of rotations in. BZM makes the move over. Does he have another jump? No, but they will find Makoto. No more mana. Gonna try and jaunt away. And Yuragi still chasing. Will have another blink in a bit, but you can't get him. Makoto gonna live.
All right, I was talking about having a good start on Zeus. He just suicides to get a regen rune. At least he didn't pop it, so he's got that available for him to potentially just farm with if he wants to.
Right. Not completely clean play coming out from OG after a very hot start. But you are still seeing a free farm Zeus, a free farm Tidehunter, anti-mage, pretty unobstructed. The game feeling very good for OG overall in spite of those couple of deaths.
Yeah, I think you're pretty happy and tied in this situation. Getting to farm this medium camp over and over again along with the wave. Lifestealer is still a bit ahead because he's doing the same thing but farming the big camp there.
Right.
But either way, this is a matchup where you probably can't lane at all versus Lifestealer, so getting free farm and a little more, not much more you could ask for.
Well, they're going to try and go now onto AM. This is a big kill if they can get it. Roar is ready, leashed, but dead. So the rotation coming in to try and punish this, see if they can find anybody. Jabs, doesn't get the Roar off, decides not to use it. And will be interrupted again and taken down. Well, they also find the big creep from the Beastmaster to kill off.
Yep. Things are not going so bad for Talon anymore. They're making some plays on the map. The Zeus going down into killing the anti-mage there is quite big. We're starting to see a lot of the value this Puck does have. Everyone that he dream coils is in threat of dying. And I think their support duo is something we're going to have to keep an eye on is... Alright, we got the rune on Makoto too. It was a click fiesta. And Makoto did win that one over BZM, but BZM trying to solo kill him here.
Oh my... Oh, good dodge.
He dodged it.
Good dodge. And now gets punished. Oh, BZM still though isn't going to be enough. Needs the vision, dodging away, almost enough. 10 HP is what he lived on right there. And Taiga trying to save BZM's life. He does find the kill onto the ET. 23 Savage trying to find him, but he will have enough to get the kill.
And Taiga here too.
Oh my god, Makoto,
double
big plays.
That's armlet now. They got a siege creep in the mid lane. They're going to at least force Glyph here, but I think Enchanting's up in 3 seconds from the Enchantress, so they should take this tower, if even they want to take a melee creep. But maybe don't even need to. He's going to do it anyway. And this mid tower is done, so how confident can BZM be, or how overconfident can he be with these plays here? He's trying to outplay them, but getting outplayed himself.
I think it's one of those things where, I mean, you know, we talked about kind of the rough matchup in the laning stage at the very least, but at the fundamental level, you know, these players on Puck, when it's low ping, they're very, very good at being able to wait it out. And he was almost always going to dodge that Thunder God's Wrath, it feels like. Really, really well done by the Puck to make that move. And tower down. DM wants to get involved now. He's been saving up his time, has the mechanism done, can go for some type of a move up to the top side of the map. Who are they going to find, though? Makoto is going to be there to break the smoke. DM runs right into him. Hello, hello, how are you? Just like that. Talon, they dodge a gank.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yep.
attack.
And I think if you're... okay. Taiga?
Rooted. Okay. Breaks the coil, backs away.
Yeah, BCM's there to back him up, so they're just gonna back it up there. Meanwhile, Uragi's just taking a free tier 1 tower bot, so a little bit of space made.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
And they get the stack.
Oh, that's big.
Or do they?
He stole a couple of those creeps, and I think that in the end, he is going to get a few more. Another one. Yeah, he got most of that stack actually on Puck still. Still sharing XP. Q goes down to the Thunder God's Wrath. And Talon, when they bring numbers on OG, they are at least able to make those solid plays.
So things have been going pretty decent for Talon, but it's not reflecting that much in the network still. The Puck is still struggling really hard. The Beast isn't having the best game. They're making up most of the heavy lifting here with the Lifestealer. Completely free farming the map here, as he is going to outfar the Anti-Mage until Anti-Mage gets Battle Fury.
Right.
But he's still a decent ways away, so they're going to have a timing here. We're going to have a very fast Deso on top of this Lifestealer. What can you make happen with it? I think the Blink Dagger on Puck, it's going to be important. I think he needs to rush that immediately, because this Lifestealer needs that Vessel to get into these fights here, and they're going to have to use the Lifestealer in this game.
And Uragi good game sense. Seeing nobody on the map, went to the left, broke the smoke, and then walked back and blinks to the right. And that keeps him alive, because that coil comes out, yeah, I think he's just dead.
There's a chance, unless you get a good fear on the Dark Willow, who is
right.
sort of nearby. So it was a smoke attempt. They really wanted that kill, but good game from Suragi, just backing it out there.
So building up some more stacks in the jungle right now as DM tries to harass back Makoto, keeping him under control and keeping this game from falling too quickly out of hand for OG, because I do still look at this lineup of Beastmaster, Enchantress. It feels like they have the tools to try and shut down these areas in some extent, but they, you know, we're going to want to wait for that home of the Overlord, and that's where it feels like the tempo is really going to be turned up.
I think you do have to hit that timing for sure, but the big problem right now is DM. The raid boss himself, with Greaves available, bringing in the cloak. Even with that helm, how do you kill this man?
Yeah.
You're going to have to bring the Lifestealer, I think. With Lifestealer, I could see a world where he dies. With this Desolator. He actually infested a small creep mid, as they're going to kill off Q. Can he make something happen with this?
Tries to. BZM jumps away. Chu seals the rage, tries to walk out. They're going on different targets. This is not good for Talon. As 23 Savage, now maybe in some more trouble, does not have rage, does not have infest, doesn't have a life. He just dies. He went in so hard for that, and it just didn't work. And now Yuragi gonna try and chase down Makoto. Man of Void still has it if he wanted to use it, waiting for his timing. Blinks in for the chase. Chu is off to the side. There, gets the silence on the puck, and Yuragi right on top. Man of Void is ready, but doesn't want to pop it yet. Now maybe he's gone in too far. Waiting, silence, out Yuragi. He's gonna die instead.
Chu baited him so hard.
Oh man, I thought that he was just gonna mana void, but well, now Taiga coming in to clean up with BZM. Right on top of Makoto, goes for the fear, hits onto the puck, tries to find enough for the control and the kill, and it's gonna be there. BZM cleans up this time. Gotta be careful though. 23 Savage is coming back into this. The lift from Chu buys a little bit of space, but DM's still there. 17 stick charges. Do they want to keep going for more of the fight that does not end? Taiga out of mana to the side. No bottle charges for him. Greaves back up in 23, and it looks like with the silence out, 23 Savage will be able to walk that one off. Mayhem.
How much damage Zeus did in that fight? He's just sitting there, spamming over and over again, 5,000 damage in that one single fight. They have to be able to jump here onto... Alright, they're not going to make a jump on the mid lane, as Ryogi's going to chase him.
Oh my god, the Invis rune. Makoto. He's just going to get away. Invis or hasty would have been fine.
Yeah, it all stems back to that one fight where 23 Savage just hard commits for Zeus. I don't know if he thought the Heavenly Jump was on cooldown or what was going on there, but he just jumps away from the Lifestealer. They catch him with the coil, but then Savage already stopped chasing him. So they had some really weird targeting in that. A lot of miscommunication, I guess, is what I'm getting at, and ended up in a very long, drawn-out fight where you eventually get baited on the anti-mage as well by the silence on the Rubik, but it didn't matter at the end of the day. BZM continuously pumping out the damage.
Right. Well, and now they've bought enough time through this big watermelon of a hero of DM to get to Yuragi's Battle Fury, which, again, doesn't necessarily, you know, allow him to jump into these fights and do all that crazy stuff, but he is going to do some pretty serious farming over the next couple minutes, unless he dies to the combo, but they didn't have puck there. Too difficult to go on that AM up top, and it's OG getting the tower mid.
But the Blink Dagger is now online for Puck. This is not one of those Puck games where you're going to see Puck just keep farming and eventually become that beast that's 5-slotted and kill everyone. This Puck has to get active. I think you have to infest with a Lifestealer, get a couple kills now while you can on this Anti-Mage before he gets way too tanky. Savage is still incredibly farmed here, so use his hero. Use his coil off cooldown. I think Jabs and Makoto themselves are not going to really kill much. They're too low net worth. Savage has to get active.
And they're doing it just that right now. So the smoke up They're actually not going in the direction of Yuragi. And Yuragi, a little bit afraid, is going to go back to farm some Ancients. Taiga going to be the first point of contact. Ooh.
I think you be patient here. Don't jump out if you're 23. Maybe the Zeus will show. You can get the coil. And that'll be the best target here.
Well, they will have a lot of time to think about it.
They see BZ.
No, but they see Willow. So they saw Taiga there.
Yeah.
Interesting. And he's already in the Shadow Realm before the silence comes out. Dude, that was like almost... I mean, how many frames different? We have time to look at it. So I'm going to look at the combat log real quick. Which obviously we're not going to be able to show on stream, but that's fine. I'm going to just look at it and see what happened. Puck. Attacker, puck. Or no, I actually know all. Wait, where is it? How do I do this? God, it's been so long since I've done the combat log.
In game?
Yeah. All right. So, so Dark Willow.
We're going.
All right, we're going. It was the same tick. It was 0.1 second difference that Taiga got that Shadow Realm off between that and the silence getting off. It was 0.333 versus 0.2222, and Taiga lives because of that.
Reaction times and or ping.
Oh. Get closer to the servers, everybody.
Yep, that's all you got to do.
And you too can be as good as Taiga.
I could never be as good as him. I have to play on 80 ping minimum.
True.
Sad.
That's what's holding us back, man.
Of course.
You know?
That should help.
All right. 10 to 13. 1,000 gold separating these two teams. As this goes later and later, I've been talking about this in terms of like AM just taking over the game and it falling apart completely. Is that true? Is there a chance that if this goes late, Talon can compete with them in the late game scenario?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a completely different game. The fact that you have the puck in a lifesteal this farmed always gives you a chance. The problem you have to deal with is if somehow Yuragi gets farmed to the point where he does not die in a coil. Let's say he gets a butterfly and you're nowhere near an MKB on lifestealer. That could be a little difficult in this particular game, and I think butterfly is an amazing item this game for the anti-mage, playing versus enchanters, playing versus the Beastmaster, and even the puck to some degree could be really good here. I guess you are as well playing against an ET, which can have quite the punch there, so I think he'll look for that item, but it's a timing item. Butterfly's in a weird spot right now. It's where when you buy it, you have to get a huge advantage because MKB just makes that item pretty worthless.
True. Yeah, I always feel like it's a sort of grief purchase, but I guess that in these particular games, there can have a lot of value out of it.
It can be grief purchase. It's like you have to know when to buy it, and when you buy it, you have to buy it all at once to the point where like, oh shit, he has a full butterfly now. You don't buy the Eagle Song and sit on it for 4 minutes, you know, as you farm the other components. You buy it normally with an Aegis, and your goal is to like constrict the map and win the next couple fights. Because yeah, if you don't do that, the item itself will get hard countered.
Right. You need to be willing to sell it within like 20 minutes and buy something else. So you need to have enough net worth afterwards. They get MKB. Maybe you don't sell butterfly. I like selling it because I hate that. Regardless,
do you ever buy butterfly? Don't you just play Darkseer?
listen. Okay, I don't want to tell you about my builds. People get very upset at some of my builds. It's fine.
The butterfly Darkseer. I've never seen that one yet.
Butterfly Radiance. Listen, it's the dream.
Damn. With a halberd, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now you're kicking it up. Okay, so BZM chilling up to Taiga. In some trouble. Likely going to die. Thought about the terrorize. Walks out. Hex. The pig pole. Little Miss Piggy is out of there. Taiga able to escape.
I mean, no cap here. I think Q is going to be one of the heroes in this game that is going to potentially be an unsung hero. Both the supports, actually. Because if you get the coil down and ET ET's going cost 5, by the way, but queuing up an Aghanim Scepter, he's feeling himself here. But if these heroes can get some net worth, as Q will probably go down here. A small casualty for the cause of delaying the game and potentially getting the jump that they want. But point is, to the supports, you got pure damage on these impetuses, which goes past the counter spell of the anti-mage, so that spell won't help him. And then if Ollie can get on top of the AM with the Deso on the lifestealer and bring his armor to 0, he will melt. He will melt immediately.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're going to need something to help deal with that. Maybe the answer is you just kill the ET, but like you mentioned, if he gets that Aghanims, much more difficult to do that. It saves you a lot against the Zeus spam in particular. Jabs. Oh, they find him. Oh, Jabs. They see him. And he is going to get ravaged and killed. So they do the full commitment. Okay, Roar, maybe not. Did they end up overextending? They didn't go all the way in for it, and now punished. DM tries to back out, still taking those impetus pure damage, needs just some more mana from Enchantress. Makoto right on top with 23 Savage. They find DM and are gonna kill him too. Oh.
They were just shy on the damage there. Zeus didn't want to commit his hero to that fight. And it turns out the Tide Rubik just wasn't enough. And Rubik is not one of those heroes that enjoys having a boar on him and a big ancient golem. So he ends up dying in exchange and was just shy of stealing the roar there, which at best would have saved his life if he just got the movement speed and the roar onto the golem. But fast enough on Jabs to use the Axis right after the primal roar, so it gets him a couple kills.
Now into the pit they're going to go. Talon taking a big win in this one. It's still not a net worth advantage for them, but getting this Aegis, setting them up for a next couple of minutes that could look really good around this like Helm of the Overlord BKB for Jabs. 24. Thank you, Chu. Appreciate it. Now we all know.
Thanks for the timing.
Interesting.
But he didn't do the math for him. He just told him when it died. So
yeah, that's fair.
Really not helping too much here.
I mean, that is the hardest part, really.
Yeah. Up to 29. 32, 35. There you go. There's your timer.
Good stuff. Yeah, I never know. I never know what it is. I just like, it seems like it's probably back now. It's like they still have Aegis. I'm like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, to be a pro player, at least support, you have to be able to do basic math. Basic addition.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah, it's tough. That's why sometimes we go to core and make our sports do it for us.
Oh, done. They get the kill on the BZM. No shard for the Rubik yet. And DM sees 20. I mean, this is a DD lifestealer. Yuragi.
With no rage.
Okay. Burns the mana. I don't know if that matters that much. ET ulti coming out, but he gets... Oh, 23 Savage will come up early. I don't know if that would have mattered. Chu tries to get out of there, raged up, walking away, trying to live. Ooh, 23 Savage right onto him. The damage reduction. It's not quite enough. Do they want to go on this guy again? Blink. No. Doesn't go for it.
Ollie, a true support here. Keeping the shovel in his backpack, using the mangoes on the lifestealer, healing him up. This guy can play support for me anytime.
Doing what he needs to do for the team.
Yeah, they gave him a bottle too on Savage. They realized that he's a big part of their win condition. Even if they didn't wake up that sleep, you are in a situation on Talon where your lockdown is pretty weak. You need the roar or you need a coil, or pretty much you have nothing.
And I mean, that is sort of the big issue, is going to be continuing to find ways to lock down this AM. But likewise, if they can sort of make it where AM can't fight directly into them and they just slowly constrict this area, maybe that's what's going to find them success in the end. Puck still looking for these pickoffs with the coil.
Where the hell did Jabs get this farm? He has a BKB Blink Dagger? Where did this come from?
He's been chilling, man. Jabs is farming it
He
out.
really has been. He's going to buy this Blink with a BKB, and he's going to be able to initiate without any downside. Sometimes you see the bottom lane.
Yeah, Taiga in trouble. Nowhere to go. Gets punished. That was an easy TP down there and finding the kill. Not wanting to let this Dark Willow farm.
Talon's in control of this game now.
Yeah.
Any way you look at this, it's looking a little bit difficult. You have Ravage Blink, but this isn't a DK. We're not having the same type of jumps we saw in the last game. It's going to be on a huge cooldown. They've got, what, 150-second cooldown on their pretty much only stun, unless Chu can walk in there.
Right. Well, and I think the other thing too about this is like, you know, DM on a Tidehunter, I feel like doesn't have the same scaling that you see out of a DK either. You know? Oh, Makoto. Could blink
Not
back.
in the same way, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a different type of scaling. I feel like before it's sort of this like right-clicking with the Ags, Manta, really good vision, all of that. You know, maybe late game refresher Ravage is insane, but DM right now is going for this Halberd with Greaves. It's kind of just an aura bot at this point. DM jumps in, tries to do something here to 23 Savage. Jabs ready to jump at a moment's notice with that Blink Dagger, as it is Aghanim Scepter completed for the AM, so he can have these Blink fragments getting sent out to do his bidding, which will be really annoying to deal with for Talon.
Blink Fragment. What a name.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
Susel. No, I thought he would try it to kill 23 there. Doesn't go for it. They have Coil here. Be big.
Careful. They find him. Saving that Manta. Tries to blink away. Not going to happen. Terrorize, though. Is it going to be enough? No, it won't be. Maybe they can try and go for the Thunder God's Wrath kill onto 23 Savage, saving their moment.
What? They're not finishing him.
Okay.
I'll take another. Why not? Arm the toggle all the way home.
Okay. They didn't pop Thunder Gods, and Taiga just dead. Now 23, I mean, he's hitting this tower. They don't have buyback on Anti-Mage.
That's what I was kind of talking about, right? If you get coiled and the Lifesteal's farmed enough,
Yeah.
you die. You just die here. And now you have Beastmaster. Even if you do manage to get your spells off, it's not easy to roar an Anti-Mage as a beast, but there are windows in which you can do it. Just adding the aura and maybe the axes could even be enough just to get that little bit of extra damage for 23, but 23 is on no short of damage as he has his BKB completed now, which is absolutely huge, so he can keep pushing forward. Going to the Silver Edge next. Just for the extra break, so maybe they can do it.
I think it might be happening. I think it might be going this way. I'm looking at some of these other games on my second monitor. Spoiler alert, Liquid is winning, Spirit is winning, Nouns is not winning.
And Makoto is
three-way, but I mean, on the verge right now. BZM trying to dodge away, trying to get out of there, but he is gone. 23 Savage with his BKB just willing to stand his ground. Will TP out afterwards, so maybe a bit too far forward. Okay. Talon with 4K gold lead in control of this.
They ended up killing BZM there. He went really deep for that BZM kill because Rubik does have the shard and the Force Staff pushed him really far back, so 23 was like, I'm committing for this, pops the BKB, ends up bringing him down. Good reaction to TP out there. There is no Basher quite yet on the Anti-Mage. It will be coming soon, and we do see that he has the Bissell queued up, and they can kill Ollie. They will.
Okay. Although, Taiga now in some trouble. They just can't do anything when he's right there, but they will ravage him now and completely out of mana. 23 Savage is done! Oh, no. It was looking so good. Oh, that is a big kill. Although Chu is the one that gets the gold from it. DM?
I mean, Chu deserves that one.
Q is beating people down pretty hard right now, and he might just kill them all off. Although Koyo's stolen, thrown back the other direction. DM dropping lower and lower, is going to die to the dangerous Enchantress. Disarm, the blink fragment is out in there. Iragi gets the blink away. Makoto still wanting to chase, no coil, but they do have roar. And Iragi able to sidestep to get out of trouble.
I mean, it's just so hard to roar an Anti-Mage. She's like spamming Mantas, has the blink fragments on you, spamming counterspell. It's super annoying. I've played this matchup a lot, and it just feels impossible sometimes until you get like a Hex or something, which he's not even going to go for. He's just going full auras.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at the way that this game is going, and I thought that Talon was going to sort of completely take over, but that death on Lifestealer maybe buying some more time for them. I mean, is it the type of dynamic where that is always going to be an issue for him? Like the Ravage comes out, able to connect. He's also going for the Shard next on DM2. How much of a worry is that for this Lifestealer? Iragi just bursting him in the duration of a stun.
It definitely is a big problem, but he shouldn't overplay his hand. Like,
Okay.
his death there was pretty much off greed. Or you can say outplay. He wanted to get a quick kill onto Taiga. Chu does the throwback plus 4 staff play. They still kill Taiga, but look how far he had to commit with that without BKB, because he currently used BKB in the base, but... Yeah, either way there, if he should only commit at this point as long as someone's coiled.
Fair enough. Oh,
Because if you
that's
don't,
good.
if you don't do that, right now Chu is saving people with the lift back and the 4 staff. Coil will prevent both of those plays, so you kind of just have to just take the fights that matter. You're ahead, get inside the puck, only come out when there's a blink coil, like so.
Has to be careful about this. 4 staff, then the lift, and he also has coil stolen on Chu. Can try and throw that back to him. DM, Ravage, back off cooldown. Right now, waiting for the BKB to wear off on 23. Can he do it in time? Gets the blink away. Oh, and now, are they committed too far? Coil, it's gonna miss on Makoto. They couldn't quite connect it there. So a lot used by Talon, and a lot held by OG. Do they want to try and force this fight here?
So Makoto had a gem, but did not follow up on... So they 4-staffed the Zeus out of the coil, which snapped it, right?
Yeah.
But 23 had no vision there because Makoto didn't follow where 23 was at. Now there's an opening here. No coil, smoke out, you have Ravage.
Chase finds him. Ravage off the mark. It's a blink away. It's too scary. Makoto now.
You look ravaged. That's
great.
the exact
that.
opposite of what just happened there, bud.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth a try. It's just Makoto, fast fingers on the puck. Now it's reverse time.
Yeah.
Right into Roche.
Gotta get the
No
hell out of
Ravage.
here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that Ravage, that one hurts a lot from DM. Oh, man. And they're going to know that this is happening. I don't know if they can really come and contest, though. Feels very difficult, and it's already down.
All right, we're talking about the supports here. Starting to scale. We almost have a BKB on Q with the Hurricane Pike. He's scaling for sure. A little bit away on the ET from the Aghanims. I don't know how impactful this Aghanims is going to be. It'll be good for sure. But I almost in a way want him to just buy Blink Dagger, and as soon as that coil drops on aim, just blink on his face. Get the minus armor running. And kill him in like literally 3 hits.
Yeah, why not? Yuragi does have an Abyssal Blade done now, and you can see that, you know, in spite of Talon very much being in control of this game. Ooh, okay. They find DM, Terrorize. Thinking about it. Yuragi actually blinks his real hero forward. Finds for a moment onto Makoto. That's the Abyssal Blade trying to kill him off in time, and they will. Now leashed up though.
They got the war.
They need to get away from trouble, but they find him. They managed to get the real one. So dead for 80 seconds with no buyback after buying out for that Abyssal Blade. Talon might realize that. They could click on his hero and see what he had.
Yeah, they might realize it, but they also have no puck for a while. No BKB. With Tide respawning and Ravage being up around the same time, Tiger's just going to cut the wave here.
And nobody going to deal with that.
You have mid-wave, though, so you can still go.
Okay.
I mean, you got the catapults here. Not something Zeus is going to be able to take care of very easily, so they have a huge window to hit high ground, actually. This might just be a barracks.
Yeah, this is it. They're moving in for it. And we'll have the glyph at least available for them. Need to deal with those creeps in mid, but like you said, it's not easy. And 23 Savage still with the Aegis 3 minutes. Dude, they just go mid?
Nah, you back now. You back now.
Okay.
Reset, do the play again with the puck. Going mid right now is how you throw this game.
Okay. That's why it looked good to me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of
next
teams...
round of neutrals comes out.
Until you get to like the higher levels of Dota here, you start to learn going high ground's such a bait. Dying right now at this stage of the game, even if you get the barracks, let's say you get mid-racks and you get team wiped, it's not worth it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Goes back to our talk of maybe they should buff mega creeps in some capacity, but as it is now, the way it's being played, your life in the late game is much more important than any building in the game, other than the throne.
Right.
That one's worth giving your life for.
Fair enough. Okay. couple of like big levels coming out too. We're almost level 20 on Zeus. Already got that level 20 on Puck. Lifestealer close to 25, and that rage duration can make all the difference in the world. AM still trying to keep up with his. Would love to be able to get towards those higher levels too. Items, anything that's really standing out as far as what we've seen? AC done on Beastmaster. I mean, if Ollie's alive and AM is right next to him, Lifestealer is just going to eat him up.
Yeah, I mean, not really. Maybe the Ags on Zeus, maybe Ags on Willow.
Chases, gets the Infest off. Fear on to Ench. Wants to chase down and go for the full kill, but the BKB is there. Q able to walk away from that one. Taiga going to die, does have buyback. Thunder God's Wrath breaks the Aeon Disc for Makoto. That's the BKB second round used, but Lifestealer low on mana with all these blink fragments. Does have rage now, jumps for the
Aeon
back
blinked
line, not
in.
able to get him with the Abyssal Blade. He doesn't quite get it, but the stun is there. The Force Staff, the roar, it comes out all of it, and then the final touch coming from Ollie with no buyback. Oh, surely they're not going to be able to hold now. They take down the Aegis one time, but it's still Tidehunter dead, and they're looking now towards that mid set of racks. Talon trying to close out this game, but the buyback from Tidehunter, it's enough to stop Talon.
It's going to prolong the game here, but if you're Talon right now, regroup, coils up in 20 seconds, go again. Don't go within the next 15 seconds. Wait till coils up, infest them, and then go. You have 55 seconds to make a play here. Be patient. Secure this game, please. No more throws.
We'll see if they end up doing it. DM caught. DM killed. Maybe not. Oh, able to get out. So still 40 seconds until this anti-mage. OG, if they can win this game, they will secure upper bracket. If they don't, they may have to play through tiebreakers, because Liquid has already won on the other stream. Spoiler alert. The connection is there, though. Chu already going down. Has to buy back immediately. BZM coiled, standing still. Look at Q. Oh my god, the BKB and the Enchantress. Way too strong. The entire set of racks is dead. And
Jabs is the right call here. I'm retreating. Please.
Mega creeps going their way.
Don't curse them again. I don't want them to die with Roche spawning potentially.
Yeah,
Not like this
right?
again. Regroup. You can go again.
Oh god.
It's fine.
Jabs, he's saying I'm retreating, but they find him. Makoto, oh, but the Aeon Disc! It comes out really just right then. It must have came back off cooldown or something. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that was the timing. Dude, I don't know if it was below the damage threshold. It looked like he was below the damage threshold. Did it come off cooldown? What was that?
I didn't see exactly, but his Aeon Disc at the end of the day was up. It didn't let them to kill there. They did get the inch at least with no buyback here, but it did cost them a BZM buyback at the end of the day. So, I mean, things are pretty bad for OG right now. They need to make something happen. But yeah, they're against Mega Creeps. Inch will be back in 20. Talon just need to not die to this move. Regroup.
Okay.
Just don't die to this move.
Oh, he gets the scan. All right, they realized there was a good ward
And
there.
BZM, 23 with a nullifier. Uh-oh.
Oh, TP out, not gonna happen. Coil and killed.
No buyback.
100 seconds, no Zeus, still looking for Jabs, trying to find him. The pings, they have to get this guy, and they will find him. So Jabs gonna get punished, but I mean, you got a base that you need to defend. 23 Savage, very strong. The Lifestealer hitting buildings. The Tendrils of the Deep, not going to be enough. Aghanim Scepter fully completed, though, on Taiga. Is this going to be the difference maker for them? They find 23 Savage out of mana for the moment. The fear comes out too. Taiga, he gets slept. Ollie right on top of him. Needs to go into the Shadow Realm to dodge the damage. Able to escape from it. Makoto, though, turns to fight. Start doing damage. This AM in trouble. Ravage backs away. Jumps back in with the Blink Fragment. Makoto trying to find the pickoff. But the bash, the control. He finds him. The stun is there. Yuragi lives. Somehow he lives. But the Ancient, they need to keep this one alive. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it quite in time. DM is there to save. All of Talon, except for Q, go down. And OG, they're holding out. Oh, God.
I'm a little mad right now. just a little bit. I don't know. It feels like every game we watch, our players aren't respecting anything. He's just hitting the Ancient while his beast is dead on Savage, and they just TP in and kill him.
Yeah.
Why can't they just group up? I don't understand. Like, I feel like teams are getting bored right now.
Yeah, yeah. That is
Did
a problem.
he think he was gonna throne them or what? I am speechless right now.
That was kind of crazy, man. One of those moments too, where I don't even know. Now they find. Oh my God, they find Q. His BKB is still on cooldown. In trouble. 14 seconds. Does Ruggy have enough to kill him though? It doesn't look like it. All right. Yeah, I don't know, Fear. This is crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're still in a good spot, right? However,
Yeah.
I think the big turning point right now is Uragi is stronger
Yeah.
than 23 with this butterfly pickup. I know you're a butterfly hater, but in this moment, in this game, right at this second, this butterfly is the king of the game. You cannot hit him if you're Enchantress, so I guess you have the Witchblade. You get one free hit. Same with the Puck.
Okay.
But outside of that, Beastmaster doesn't hit him very much. Lifester does not have an MKB finished by any means. He just went for Lincoln's instead. Fighting Uragis, it won't be easy here.
Taiga's going to be left behind and does not have buyback now. I mean, that was a big part of their last fight, but Uragi jumps in, able to get the phase shift off, broken, roared.
All right.
Never
mind, the
Butterfly
King's
didn't save
dead.
them there. And that is the end of the game, as there are no buybacks available for gold. And this time, 23 Savage is going to be willing to head on in there and start punching some buildings. So everybody dead. GG is called, and that means we're going to be seeing some of these tiebreakers. Holy moly, I think it's going to be a three-way. I think it's going to be another three-way.
Yeah, did that butterfly even block one hit? I didn't see a single miss there.
No, I didn't see one either. It looked sad.
That had to been
This is why this item is garbage.
That had been the unluckiest butterfly purchase I've ever seen. I kind of want to go back and watch